occurs more frequently and progresses faster in an acidic environment. Well, what is the system that is built into your body to combat that acidification? It's called what you put in your body, keeping your body alkaline. And the best way to alkalize your body is with a combination of God-made foods that we call greens. Everybody say greens. Greens. I love the colors that we have. I see a lot of green out there when I'm looking out. It looks healthy. It says healthy. It's what It Works Global is all about, getting and staying healthy. We are definitely going green. But as always with our products, we're not content with even the best. We're always looking for ways to enhance our products to make them even better. One problem with greens in the past is that most green products taste like New Mont Blanc smells. You practically have to have a clothespin on your nose to gag it down, right? But we do it because it's the right thing to do and the healthy thing to do. Well, the unique thing about our greens is that we have flavored the greens with citrus flavoring and orange flavored greens, and that makes them much more palatable. Now, if you've never had greens before, the first time you ever taste greens is our orange greens, you might not be too all excited about the flavor. That's why I wish everybody could taste traditional greens first and then taste our citrusy greens. But just to make it even more palatable and easier to use, and by the way, you can put these greens in water or you can put them in any kind of juice. In Tennessee, they put it in pineapple juice and call it shrimp juice and are giving it to the kids. And I do give it to my children. My children use greens. One of them puts it in water, one of them puts it in juice. My little Vivian's a 7-year-old. She just scoops it right out, puts it in her mouth. Just 2 days ago, I saw her with her green ring around her mouth. And I knew what was going on. She loves greens. She loves the taste of them. Because we had to resurrect her appetite, we brought her up on greens. When we first came out with greens in this company, she was a little gal, and I put it right in her mouth. And she made kind of a funny face the first time, but that was it. She's used to greens, and she likes greens. So, the orange flavoring that we've put in our greens makes our greens one of the outstanding products on the market. And the other thing is the small serving size. Normally you have to use the size of a coffee scoop or 1 or 2 scoops that big to get the alkalizing power that you need in a day. With our greens, it's not so. The scoop is about the size of the end of my little finger, and 2 scoops gives you 6 to 8 fruit and vegetable servings of super nutrients, over 38 super nutrients, enhanced herbs, things like barley green and wheatgrass and alfalfa, spirulina, chlorella. Spirulina and chlorella are 2 of the greatest chelators in the world. Chelate is the Greek word for clog. It literally means pulling toxins out of your body. In this case, to keep your arterial system clean so that you can deliver nutrients efficiently to your body and remove waste more efficiently. So you want all of these greens and all of these enhanced nutrients that we have in greens, but we've enhanced the greens by making the citrus flavoring even more flavorful. So the new greens are going to taste a lot better. How many would like greens to taste even better? But we've enhanced greens in several other ways that I'm extremely excited about. First of all, the way that greens help you to keep the body alkaline is, there's a number of chemical things involved in greens that do that, but the 2 big players are magnesium and potassium, both of which are under-consumed. The average male and female in the United States way under-consumes magnesium and potassium, because these are the nutrients that are found in a live food diet and fruits and vegetables versus some of the other foods that the standard American diet has, which is sad, 66% sugar and fat, the standard American diet. So we want to go more in the direction of enhancing magnesium and potassium. So that's what we did with our enhanced greens. The acid-fighting ability of greens just really increased by, I'd say, 3 to 5-fold, that much more alkaline. How much want to keep your body that much more alkaline? So we've done that. So you get the better pH balancing results. So you would be a lean, green, disease-fighting machine. So even more alkaline. Everybody say, I'm going to be more alkaline.
I'm going to be more alkaline.
Now, we've added something that was not in the greens previously that just, this is a paradigm shift in greens. How many of you can say that greens is one of, if not your very favorite product from It is an outstanding product, but we did not have a specific probiotic in the greens. We did help the good bacteria to last longer instead of a stable environment in your GI tract to hold on to good bacteria. Greens did help create a friendly environment where your body was more able to take hold of and keep those good bacteria in, but we didn't have a specific probiotic in it. Why? Because we couldn't decide which one would be the best. We made a decision, and we made the right decision. We have chosen a probiotic called Lactospore. It's a trademark, patented, well clinically studied probiotic. It is the only probiotic that is spore forming. The only one. What does that mean, spore forming? Well, a spore, you may remember from your science background, is an inactivated form of something. And it's very resistant, so it can last a long time. I mean, there can be spores from thousands of years ago that can be reactivated and bring back to life whatever that spore was of that particular ingredient. Well, Lactospore, it contains, it is spore forming. And the importance here is when you take probiotics, you can go spend a lot of money at the health food store on probiotics. And you may have had to do that in times past because 60% of the antibiotics that come into this country go into animals. And you eat those animals, you eat a lot of meat and dairy, you're constantly killing your normal flora. If you're used antibiotics in the past, you definitely killed off the good bacteria. And antibiotics can be a blessing used judiciously, and they were very effective at first, but now there's some liabilities that come with antibiotics. They've been way overused. You have to use way higher amounts to get the results that you used to. I mean, we used to use thousands of units of penicillin when I was in medical school back in 1980. And now we have to use millions, if it's even used at all. We're constantly going to new antibiotics, and some of those don't even work. Now there's flesh-eating bacteria that eat the antibiotics for food. So the answer is not antibiotics. In fact, antibiotics can be contrary to your healthy future, and my recommendation is, well, the only thing better than having to use antibiotics is not needing them. Can you say amen to that? How do you do that? Well, you keep your good flora on board. You see, it's not so much what you're exposed to. It is the condition of your body when you're exposed that makes the difference whether you get sick or not. My microbiology instructor in medical school taught me, in absolute truth, he said, if fecal matter would fluoresce, we wouldn't need light bulbs. Everybody say, yuck, yuck. That's just the way it is, folks. There's a lot of stuff out here, and you're exposed every day, but everybody's not getting sick every day. Have you noticed that some people get sick a lot more often than other people? Yeah. It's not because they're exposed to more and worse strains. It's the condition of the host. And at InWorks Global, it's all about keeping your body detoxified, balancing your immune system, so that when, not if, when you're exposed to toxins, you can resist them and get and stay healthy naturally. How do we do that? Probably one of the greatest ways to enhance your healthy future is keep the right bacteria on board. Good bacteria. There's good bacteria and there's bad bacteria. The ones that should be most plentiful in your body are the good bacteria. The bad bacteria, virus, parasites, they are pathogenic, we call them. That means disease-causing. These disease-causing organisms are more likely to take hold in your body when you don't have the right kinds of good bacteria in. So one very inexpensive insurance policy against infections of all kinds is to give yourself some good probiotics every day. We wanted to do it in greens, but you have an issue when you take probiotics orally because stomach acids deactivate them, bile acids deactivate them, enzymes deactivate them, and we want value. We want to take probiotics and have them be effective down in the GI tract, the small intestine, and the colon. How do you do it? You use a spore-forming probiotic. Everybody say spore-forming.
Spore-forming.
Spore is the inactivated form that is in the enhanced greens, and that spore form is inactivated. This is a benefit for a number of reasons. Number one, in processing, when it's being made, it doesn't deactivate it. It still stays in its active, it's temporarily inactive form, but it's still working. And also, when you take it into your body, the stomach acids, the bile acids, the digestive enzymes do not break it down. It moves into the small intestine where it's reactivated in your body and helps to promote the proliferation of good bacteria. Everybody say good bacteria.
Good bacteria.
Say, I'm full of good bacteria.
I'm full of good bacteria.
Would you rather be full of good bacteria? Yeah, and you're going to be with your enhanced greens because we put the lactospore in there. The major strain in lactospore is something called Bacillus coagulans, and this is the spore-forming bacillus. It's the organism that's going to take hold and then create an environment in your intestine where you resist sickness and disease. It actually can kill pathogenic bacteria, fungus, parasites, and set up an environment where for the enhancement of the good bacteria. So you're going to be full of good bacteria. We've enhanced the greens not only with the acid-fighting, alkalizing benefits of magnesium and potassium, but cutting-edge probiotic support with lactospore to keep toxins flowing out with better digestive health. Why? Because the road to health is paved with good intestines. Very true. And why does that make sense? Because along the intestinal tract, which is really outside your body, it's a food tube. It starts in your mouth, it goes to the esophagus, into the stomach, then the small intestine, then into the temporary waste tank colon before it's evacuated from your body. It's really inside your GI tract, is outside your body. It's where your body decides what's going to get in and become part of you, what's going to be resistant and not allowed to get in. So it's a very important choice that's being made there. It is the function of the immune system to decide self versus non-self. If your body sees something that's you, it doesn't attack it. If it sees an outside source, virus, fungus, bacteria, parasite, it attacks it. That's why over 70% of the immune system is at or along the GI tract. All the lymph nodes and all the immune-enhancing benefits along that GI tract there because the road to health is paved with good intestines. Everybody say the road to health.
The road to health
is paved with good intestines.
With good intestines.
Say this, say mine are good.
Mine are good,
but they're getting a lot better.
But they're getting a lot better.
Because you are going to be using the enhanced greens. Now, at Imports Global, we don't only, I said VIP product, very important product. The V is for value added. Everybody say value added.
Value added.
We constantly want to give you more value. We know when you put your money on the table for nutrients, for products, you want the best. And you want the best value. And then the I is for ingredient enhancement. We talked a good deal about that. But as far as value goes, we have done something that's made a big difference because contrary to popular opinion, size matters. Everybody